Alright guys, welcome back to my channel, Space Cadet Crypto here. Just bringing you a couple updates on Mara and how my options actually have been recently doing this past week. So yeah, let's get right to it. As you know, Mara has been outperforming the market right now and all the Bitcoin miners, so it is definitely where I'm putting most of my money as in for right now for the next couple of weeks. So as you can see, I have a $39 call. That is currently $11.13 for each share. Let's see here. So here you can see I got a total of 3 contracts. Right now I'm actually 204% in the profit, so I made a total of $2,244 within a total of around 3-4 days. So a really good come up. As you know, I bought this March 26th, so last Friday. You can see here the Greeks. Our delta is pretty high up there. So if you don't know about the Greeks, it's basically how you can kind of calculate how much this contract's going to give you in return. The closer you are to 1 for the delta, the better. So when I bought this contract, it was around, I think, 0.45 or 0.5. So it was fairly out of the money. But since the crazy price action we got with Bitcoin and Mara, I got in the money very quickly. So right now my delta is at 0.83. So like I said, closer to 1, the better. And it says here, you can check my history right here. I bought 3 contracts for a total of $1,000 March 26th with a strike of 39 and an expiration date of 4/16. All right, and then if we look right here, that would be around here the 26th of March. So I bought around like $35. And so far it has gained up to touching $50, $51 at one point today. So pretty great return so far, and we are not done yet. So we are just testing all-time highs, so we can see definitely a way higher price target in the near future, so in the next coming week. All right, now let's take a look at the charts right now. Let's see what they're doing. So like I said yesterday, Mara has recently kind of broken out of this symmetrical triangle that we have here, and these white lines, they're resistance that I've drawn so far. This white line being the resistance of the all-time high recently on the 17th of February. So if we actually zoom in right here, we can see what actually happened today. So in my last video, I also said that we're going to have quite a little bit of a pullback. Nothing too crazy because today is Thursday, so it was a last trading day because the markets don't open tomorrow. So usually Fridays people get out of their positions. So today was no different. So if we take a look here, we zoom in on these candles. So this is the 1 hour time frame. We can see that it's been kind of trading in between these two. Broke out of this recent all-time high resistance only to come back down as Bitcoin was dumping, and it tested this point only to have a wick down here on the previous resistance, and now it's kind of floating in between these two. So my predictions are for next week on Monday, it will completely break out of this and reach our target of the symmetrical triangle breakout, which would be around $64. And also not to ignore our $54.61 resistance as well. So very exciting news, very exciting news. So let's actually take a look at some other price targets we can see. So places where we can take profit from in the next coming week or two. So if we look over here, I'm just going to do a simple fib extension level, which basically is finding the start of the impulse, going up here to the retracement and the end of the impulse. So I got my 3 points here, and if we see this last price action of the last week, we see that there was resistance here coming at the $51. So it met our target exactly for today. Came back down. It could test this $46.74 resistance right here, but it's most likely to bounce off of that. And if we look at our first take profit, coincidentally, it also comes out to $64.81. So our first take profit would be from 1.618, and then we also can, if your options, whichever you're trying to get, if they expire at a later time, then you also can look at the $73 range too. And also we have here our volume, so that's where we can see our most support coming in. So just in case we were to dump later in the run, we see huge support here at the $43 mark. We also see it here at the $38 mark. So those could be some good short positions to target. And checking in here at the EMA ribbon that we've been going on. And checking in here on the 1 hour time frame with our EMA ribbon, we also see that Mara got a little bit of a pullback, kind of going towards the very top of this ribbon, which is also pretty healthy. You know, we can't just keep going on forever. We need a little bit of a retracement. So nothing crazy here. It's still right above this ribbon. So I also can see maybe a little touch of this ribbon, and then we blast off to around that $64 price target. All right, and we can't forget to look at Bitcoin right now. So Bitcoin has some pretty good uptrends happening recently. That's also why Mara has been going up because they're directly correlated. So no surprise there. But as we can see, since a couple days ago, we flipped this EMA ribbon. So now we're bouncing above it, using it as support. And right now, this white line is a really critical point because it's been resistant since the 18th of March. So this whole time it's been a continuous resistance, and right now we've been touching it so many times, so it's bound to break. I'm guessing any moment right now. We've touched $60,000 already within the last couple hours, so my guess is hopefully by tonight or tomorrow we'll see a breakout happen. So as you can see, options are a very powerful and quick way to double your money, if not triple, in a short amount of time. If options interest you, I would definitely recommend doing a lot of research that comes into it, because options could be very complicated, especially in the beginning. So a couple tips I have for you would to research in the money, on the money, and out of the money calls. Also the Greeks, which are very important too. That can also help you calculate how much money you're making, and also just the pros and cons of the in the money, out of the money, and on the money calls. You know, always remember the flip side. If you're going to be making a lot of money very quickly, you can also lose that money just as fast. So I'm not a financial advisor, so always trade at your own risk, and more importantly, have a plan in place to take your profit, and also put some stop losses in there as well. Just don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. It really helps me out, and peace.